mujadara, a dish older than the borders of Lebanon. From the kitchens of Lebanese grandmothers and Syrian harvest tables, where for centuries the same three humble ingredients have been turned into a feast: rice, brown lentils, and onions cooked until they are the color of dark honey. It is a dish of poverty made noble, of patience made flavor. The Levantine grandmothers will tell you that mujadara cannot be hurried. The onions take an hour, the lentils take their time, and what comes out of the pot at the end is one of the great, quiet dishes of the Eastern Mediterranean. We begin with 3 large onions, sliced thin, a heavy deep pot, half a cup of olive oil. The flame is low, the onions go in, and the patient work begins. For the first 15 minutes, the onions only soften, translucent, glassy. Then 20 minutes more and they begin to brown at the edges. The Levantine kitchen will not let you rush this. The flavor of mujadara lives in the dark, caramelized layers that are still ahead. At 40 minutes, the onions are the color of late autumn leaves. At 50, they are mahogany. At an hour, they are jam. The bottom of the pot is dark gold. The kitchen smells like every Levantine grandmother's house, going back 1,000 years. A portion of the dark onions is lifted out and reserved. These crispy shards will crown the dish at the end. The rest stay in the pot. And now the rice and lentils begin to find their place. 1 cup of brown lentils, rinsed, joins the pot. Cold water covers them by an inch. The lid is set. The flame turns low. For 20 minutes, the lentils simmer with the dark onions, drinking them in, taking on their color. 1.5 cups of long grain rice, rinsed in cold water until it runs clear, are added next. Ground cumin, black pepper, albahara, the Levantine 7-spice, a pinch of salt. The water is adjusted to cover the rice by 1 finger. The pot is covered. The flame is the lowest the stove can hold. 20 more minutes. The rice drinks the dark onion broth. The lentils settle beside it. Nothing needs stirring. The pot does its own work, the way it always has. The lid is lifted briefly. The grains are checked with a fork. If the rice is tender and the water is gone, the dish is ready. The pot returns to a covered rest for 10 minutes more, away from the heat, so the grains settle and the flavors marry. A wide, shallow ceramic platter is set down. The pot is brought to the table. A wooden spoon lifts the mujadara from the pot in soft mounds. The rice and lentils together, dark with caramelized onion, glistening with olive oil. The platter is layered slowly, generously. The crispy reserved onions, the dark golden shards, are scattered over the top. They catch the candlelight like burnished metal, a drizzle of fresh olive oil, a single pinch of cumin pressed between the fingers. A small bowl of plain Laban, the Levantine yogurt, is set beside the platter. A handful of torn cucumber and mint, a wedge of warm flatbread, salt, a spoon. The table is simple. The dish does not need more. 6 people sit. Each takes a piece of bread. Each tears it. Each scoops the mujadara into the bread and into the Laban and into their mouths. There is no ceremony. There is no presentation. There is only the dish and the family and the soft, slow conversation of a Lebanese kitchen at night. Mujadara is the rarest kind of recipe, one that survives because it has nothing to prove. It survives because 3 humble ingredients, given enough time, become something that has fed thousands of years of families. And the table, at last, is set.